Beautiful sunset here, Poipu Beach. This is where I hopped in the water early this morning after doing the B3 bands, of course, and got a little bit of exercise here. Beautiful, just glass. It was like so calm. It was like just being on a lake. Blessed with some beautiful, well, nature. We're in paradise. So, happy 2025. Great time to be alive. Great time to thrive. What can I say here? You know, I'm the president of Clarity University. My father started an academy. He was one of the greatest cellular physiologists that ever lived. He was a chemist, a lymphologist, naturopath, napropath. He discovered the engine of the cells, the sodium-potassium pump, wrote formulas with his physics background for what shuts it off, how to turn it back on. Cause of all the problems, secrets to all the solutions. We've never stopped learning about it. He added a chart in, adding to those formulas for life and death that integrated our lifestyle into it. Everything we think, say, and do, mental, emotional, nutritional, physical laws, everything positive actually turns the life processes on. Everything negative shuts it off. Every time we break any of those laws, it's inseparably connected to the integration of truth itself. So we've never stopped learning about this, and every positive choice we make, we get to integrate greater truth about those principles surrounding that. So it's up to you. How positive can you be? Every day there's choices that you get to make. Every single day. Oh, looks like we got a seal. Monk seal right behind me. So every day there's choices. What are you going to do with that? Seems like there's no limit to what we can achieve as far as our level of intelligence goes. It doesn't matter, if you have a perfect computer. I want to use this example of the perfect hardware of a computer. It doesn't matter. If you have the wrong software, you get the wrong results. And it seems like our medical community just wants to put in, different parts, even though your hardware is a lot of what they're doing is inferior hardware compared to what we have, what we're capable of as far as our own regenerative abilities goes. If they just knew how it works and instead of trying to solve things with a pill or put in some plastic and metal in the body. I mean, we've made leaps and bounds when it comes to emergency medicine, but we've been way behind when it comes to keeping our body free of disease and pain, the degenerative diseases. And this is what all the experts have said, that the big killers of the past used to be infectious diseases, but they've been degenerative diseases now for decades. And there's, if you're 90 years old today, your entire adult life, the healthcare costs have been doubling and tripling every decade. Since you were 20 years old. Doubling and tripling healthcare costs. Well, what business continues to double and triple like that? It seems like everything is how much money can they make? So there's some, motivations for that. Wow. Let me let you see the sunset all by itself again. It's just beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can show you what's going on. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I like to follow that very early on in my path, like a stem cell technology that is the best stem cell technology on the planet. I may be a little biased, but I think I have the greatest success stories out there. I've never heard of greater. There isn't a hospital that has a process for stem cells for your brain, for example. Yet I've reattached brains from New York to LA within 24 hours. I've got that everything I said and did on video in a membership area. And that's been the case, you know. This isn't anything really new. That happened now. It's been a long time ago. And it's like when other things are done, even within the medical community, when there's major breakthroughs made, you think that they would be shared and disseminated. And it's just sometimes that's to a very limited degree. Sometimes it's buried research. Like all the research on your lymphatic system, it seems like most of it's just buried. People don't know that, most people still don't know that you got more lymph vessels than blood vessels, more lymph than blood. And that there's more, you know, that's, they don't know what activates them. If they have heard that they exist, dang, that's beautiful. They do know they exist, they don't know what even activates those vessels. This is just another gorgeous sunset. Doesn't look like we're gonna have the, like last night we saw the sun here just dump right into the ocean without any obstruction of clouds, which isn't always the case. It's been more of a rare thing here. Wow, we got a guy fishing right here. This morning I was in the water and it's so clear you could see the tiger barbs out here. Just see all the way to the bottom, crystal clear. Fish swimming around. Didn't need to have a snorkel and mask to be able to see clear to the bottom. Right from the top, right through the top of the water. So clear today. Anyway, lots happening in the world. This is a lot of cosmic activations. How many of you, am I the only one today? I've felt some major activations happening today. Just huge, like on a cosmic level. Major, like, energy. Just absolutely fantastic energy. How many of you could relate with what I'm talking about here with what's happening today? You know, we got a major awesome stuff happening. The alignment of planets today, tomorrow. Some people say it's the positioning of them is perfect for a new revolution. And I think if we're gonna do it, it is perfect timing for a peace revolution. I'm talking, you know, how to create that. So yeah, I've got another YouTube channel that's more about the laws of empowerment. That's another YouTube channel that I run for a whole different docuseries. 20 hours of scripted material. Like again, I said, we never stop learning about all those things that tie into the life process of the cells. It's interesting. Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And that's the docuseries where people learn about how we integrate the truth with all the positive choices we make. We gain more and more understanding of all the principles that tie in. Everything's interconnected. It shows in more detail how that works than I think any program that's ever been produced on the planet. This is revolutionary stuff. Revolutionary. Like, we're talking like golden age stuff, really. Where I think we're being blasted with a lot of higher realm knowledge right now. And I've been looking forward for this time in history for a long time. It's what I'm here for. If you're like me, you want to see some corrections made in the world, in your community. I look at it as anybody involved with that, shoot, let's play. If anybody wants to make the world a better place, let's play. I've been a globetrotter a long time. I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. I don't think it's just been in the cards for me. I travel. shoot. I'm gonna switch the camera for you. This one, you just gotta see this. That camera is giving you a better view of what I'm looking at here this evening. Just gotta share this. It's so beautiful. Well, all right. What else we got? Yeah. Get back to that model of a perfect hardware computer. That's like the human body. I dare say it's probably immortal if we just were smart enough to figure out how to actually act accordingly. If we had better software, it's like that computer that has the perfect hardware but the wrong software still gets the wrong results. And it's like the medical profession. They think they limited themselves to certain things, totally tossed other categories of life, of what's possible, just tossed them out. But like drugs, let's solve it with a drug. And yet everything's interconnected. Like, you can't just solve people's depression just with a drug. Even Dr. Perlmutter, Perlmutter Institute, who's a world-renowned neurologist, said depression's an inflammatory disorder, period. I don't necessarily agree with the period, because everything we do to cause issues causes inflammation. So there's spiritual things that could be involved. There's, feelings buried alive never die. That's a title of a book by Carol Trueman. So, what do people do to really embrace what's going on deeper? What are the root causes of things? And yeah, so it's not necessary to have all that pain out there. For those who are dealing with the pain, embrace it. We just haven't embraced it enough. We haven't listened to it enough. We haven't poured enough love and understanding on it. And a lot of people I know have friends in California and Palisades area who don't have homes anymore. And I'm not going to get into a conversation about that right now. I just want to send them a bunch of love. And it's sort of reminds me what happened here in Hawaii not long ago. What happened in Lahaina, Maui. I spent a couple years in Maui over lockdowns, and I haven't been back to Lahaina. I've been back to Maui. I just haven't dared go to Lahaina yet, because to me it's like a big graveyard. A lot of people died, way more than what has been admitted by mainstream media. So some things just don't hit home until it hits home. But I also have friends that are rebuilding homes that are cob houses. If a fire ever goes through one of those houses again, it just makes them stronger. These houses just don't burn down. And that's happening in Lahaina right now. That's kind of the thing that I'm talking about. Every bummer, seems like every single one, they have an even bigger woohoo if we just embrace it and listen to it. They're what teach us how, where, and what to shift. And a little glimpse of what some of the laws of empowerment are. Is really based on the laws of nature and how we work within them. By the way, that's what separates higher and lower realm governments, is the level of understanding the laws of nature and how we work within them. So it's a big deal to me. I have a lot of lead in the game when it comes to that information. I've dedicated a lot of my life to it. So just like my father dedicated so much of his life as well to help save lives. Oh, I gotta show you this again. It is tucking behind the clouds tonight. Like I said, it's kind of uncommon to see what we saw last night here. Dipping into the ocean. It looks like it's going to come out the bottom though. Yep, peeking out. Well, thanks for another sharing the sunset with me again here. So, again, Dr. Ezra West, and it was mentioned in the stem cell technology that fell in my lap very early on in my path. There's some other things. A bunch of what fell in my lap had to do with superconscious abilities. That's subconscious speed processing, which is lightning fast, like Godspeed, is what I call it, and wirelessly. So literally, in fact, some principles, time and space, are not even a factor. You can have, excuse me, you can have lightning fast downloads, and talking about like split second, massive amounts of data, subconscious speed, fast as your subconscious can receive something, which is just way, way faster than the conscious mind. Tapping into that. Whoa. Gotta show you again what we're looking at here again. Yep, it's dipping underneath, and here it is. Wow. So, higher realm beings communicate. Not necessary to say anything. They don't need to talk. Just a moment of silence for what we could receive non-verbally right now. See, can't see it on that angle, but okay, guys, I'm gonna wind this up as the sun is definitely setting now. Beautiful. This will all darken up as it goes down. The whole sky is gonna go just golden and oranges, and a little bit of what we're seeing right now. It's just gonna get better. So anyway, what do we do with superconscious abilities? Well, prenatal empowerment for one thing. Take kids while they're in the womb. We can turn on the endocrine glands that are responsible for every developmental phase that a child goes through in the womb. Why wait till after they're born to see if there's any issues? Once the brain hits a certain stage of development, guess what? Yep, you can start uploading data files like the English language, gift of languages. Using superconscious principles, it's way faster and easier than ever. So, yeah, I've been doing instant mass healings for a long, long time with whole audiences for over 30 years. So, just let me tell you, I know a few things about what I'm talking about. I have a lot of experience. And we got an applause for the sunset. It's finally down. Okay, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hope you enjoyed the sunset from Kauai. Until next time, this is Dr. Ezra. I'll talk to you later.